Hi everyone, this is another video for you guys. I have two sets of battery. First and foremost, I enjoy doing the videos. If you guys enjoy watching them and like them, please subscribe, like, and share. You can share the videos. And there's a lot more videos coming up. This video is about those two batteries, those 2-pack batteries. I purchased them. I believe it's $42 for this. This is $42. I started working on them before. Now I need to convert it to a 48 volt. This is 36 volt. Okay, 36 volt. They're both 36. This is what you need. What you need to cut it. You probably already know how to take them off from the back, from the black box. This is NEC batteries, and I have several videos showing you how to take it off. Take it out of this box. Once you take it out of this box, now I show you a bunch of different videos. This one I'm doing there, you're gonna take two of them. This is how it look like. This is how they look like. This one have both sides the black color. I believe that this one it was made in USA. This is on the Philippines. Okay, I think they make them somewhere else. They make them in China also. The same company make them. Okay, so what I want to do is take this battery, take this one, turn it to 48, cut this one in two pieces. I'm going to turn this into 24 volt. Right now I need 148. I already don't need it for a 24 volt, but I think I have a battery to test, which is 24 volt. Not a battery, I have an inverter to test for 24 volt. I'm going to take this part. Yes, you got two. It's both sides the same color. I'm going to take this one, cut it in two. I'm going to cut it right here. Okay, I'm going to cut it right there. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm going to cut it right there. And take this part and add it to here. Give it a 48 and keep the 24 by itself. I don't have a BMS for the 24, but I'm just showing you guys how to cut the battery. How long does it take me? This shouldn't take me that long because I'm used to this. Where's my gloves? All right, so I'll put this thing on this side. Okay. And let me get my glove. Okay, I took the other battery off. My glove is right here. Now, this is supposed to be the gray side. There's there's nothing going on in here. It's the gray side. That's the gray side I always remove first. This allows me to get access to the battery. Now remember from my previous video, there's a wire, there is a screws right here, one there. I believe there's one here also, and one there. There's about 8 screws in here. So we gotta get them out. But remember, there's one side we don't need. I'm trying not to remove those 2 screws in here. I'm gonna just try. If you allow me to take the battery off, not removing those screws. I believe the screws hold. Yeah, I gotta remove the screws. Just remember, the screws hold the back together. So now I'm gonna remove the screws. Okay, so I only unscrewed those 2 and the third one. Now I have to unscrew this one. I need some light to see. Okay. Like I said to you guys in my previous video, turn it this way and stick it in there. You will be able to see the screw. And then you just unscrew them. Okay. You're gonna make a little noise. You can feel it. There we go. You feel it. Now you take this on the side. You should be able to take them out. I got 2 came out. Okay. Now I'm gonna show you guys something else. Now the screw is finished. Let's remove. Now what I use, I have this tools right there. I don't know what they call it. It's electric tools. In order to put the holes in there, because it's flat, there's no holes. Just like this one. Let me show you guys. Like this one. See, there's no holes here. There was no holes. But there's a little tiny space there. I found the best way to do it. You use this thing here. You open it like this and put it right there and punch it and turn it around and punch it some more, you'll be good. So the hole will create. So now all the 8 screws removed there. One here, I believe one there, one there, one there, and one the same way. Remove it. Now you can remove. Now remember, I only need one 12 volt. So my battery gonna be like this. The 18 volts. It's gonna be like this. Okay. I'm gonna take and then glued in like that there. So I need to take this part, make my life a lot easier. I'm gonna remove those. Okay. So always test the battery. Make sure you're not doing all that work. Let's check the battery. There's the voltmeter. Make sure you're not doing all the work. I did use this battery in my first video. Okay. This is supposed to be 39. This is supposed to be 39 and change. 39. Gotta flip this. 39.6. Yeah, you can see this. Now this is always a positive, so no matter what, all your bone of the battery, I forgot what you call this thing. The positive side of the battery is always be on the one side. Whether it is 12 volt, 24 volt, they'll also be on the same side. So don't get confused. I'm gonna cut this battery and I'm gonna use this one. Okay. Let me check this battery because I used this battery before. It did not deplete it. Let me see. What's the voltage on this battery? 29.8. We're good. Okay. Now let me give you guys another corner here. This part you cannot remove because it's part weld to the battery, and this piece hold the battery together. So this side you cannot remove. That's why it's always, there's a way to cut it. I have cut them before. On one of my previous videos, I cut it before. Now remember, we're taking this part. If we're taking this part, we're gonna cut this in here. I'm gonna take 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's 4S, 4P. Alright, so we're gonna flip it. The reason this is black because they different location does a different color. Okay, now this thing gonna come off by itself. All the screws remove. You just keep doing this. We'll see the battery come out. You see? It's gonna be beautiful when you take them out like that. Okay. I need gloves. In my previous video, I said to people to push the tab. There's a little tabs in the middle. You don't have to. I noticed that you can remove it. You see how I remove it? There we go. There's a little tab there. You don't have to push them on the side. They come out. You see how pretty this battery is? Very pretty. Now remember the size you want. You want this 4 because this is about 3 of them. You see? You see how it looks like that? There's a pair. There's 2 pair. You gotta cut this. There's another 2 pair. There's another pair. That's 36. That's 48 batteries in here. All we're interested on this one. So you're gonna try to see how you're gonna take it out. Once you take it out, we're done. You put it back on the box. Okay, so you're gonna try to keep this way and push it down. Okay, that's this part you want. Gonna push it all the way out. Some of them you might want to remove first. There we go. There we go. Now you're just gonna cut. You're gonna cut. I didn't know that thing was gonna be that easy. This is the first time I'm cutting only one. Okay. First time cutting one. I'm taking one out of it. This is my favorite cutter. I bought it at Home Depot. Favorite cutter. It does the job. Let me flip this thing around. Alright, let me go ahead and cut this. Okay, I'm gonna cut it. You got to remember, this is that negative? All right, the top is negative. This positive. This is negative. No, the top is positive. This is positive, right? The skin of this thing is positive. In other words, this part is negative. You got to be careful not to touch it when you're cutting it because it doesn't like that. Okay. I got one cut I can't see with the light on. I want to cut it in the middle. Okay. Yeah, this is looking good. You need 8 cut. Okay. That's 5, 6. Gotta be careful not to touch both sides. That's 7. This is cut already. This one is not cut yet. Okay. Something's not cut. Okay, this is cut. Okay. Now, I'm gonna try to cut this thing. I'm gonna cut this thing here. Let me pause this thing and cut it. Alright guys, I'm trying to cut this thing here. I'm almost done cutting it. It's very difficult because this is the first time I'm doing it. I'm cutting this side of it. Okay. This thing's pretty good though. I bought some tools to cut it. This is giving me a mess. Side. And if you bend it, it will cut. It will break. Something's missing there. Don't want to touch those things. This thing's supposed to break. Break, buddy. This is not bad. I like that. There we go. Okay. Now I'm going to put this on this spot. Now I want to show you guys something. You see those tabs? You got to make sure it doesn't. I guess this is the positive one because the bottom is the positive. You got to make sure this thing's straight. It doesn't touch the battery. You see it's touching the battery right there. If it wasn't positive, it would make an spark. So I'm going to straighten this out. Make sure it's straight. Make sure this thing doesn't. See, it did touch it. Oh my God, it touched it. The reason it doesn't do spark because the battery is positive. The whole thing is positive. This is why I didn't do sparks because I have sparked like that before. Because the battery was negative, positive, and this thing was negative. And it does the spark. The big fire. You can shut it out. Okay. It does. So that's why when you're cutting, you got to make sure you got it right. Now you can put it back together. push this thing on the side, it will fit in right in there. Right in. Now you have your battery set to go. This is the 24-volt battery. This is the 24-volt. Okay. And this is the 12-volt that I'm gonna take and add it to the other one. This will fit right there. Now this part is negative. You gotta make sure that the tab. Let me take this thing on the side to do. You see the tab? Those tabs, they cannot touch the negative. Because the body is negative, it's positive, the tab is positive, is negative. So this gotta be straight. And if you watch my other videos when I'm doing the 12-volt, I put the black tape on the back and on the bottom of them, just to be safe. And being careful because this make a lot of spark, my friend. This can burn. This can produce 100 amp. The way it is, it can produce 100 amp. Okay. You can't believe it. I just paused the video and I went back at it. I forgot to turn it back on. This thing spark. It's gonna make a spark because I think it was this one. This guy. I touched it and touched the skin of it. That's why on the negative side of the battery, I put the black tape on it. Okay. Now before I put this battery together, I'm gonna put the black tape on it. Because if you're doing this, it does spark like this. Imagine you put it together. That's what I'm gonna do. So that's gonna be my negative side on the other battery. Okay. Now I got the 12-volt. I gotta cut this thing. I gotta cut this. Okay, that will be like this. This will go like that. I'm gonna cut this like that. Make sure you guys have to cut this. It's a common sense because this is why we keep it in the black box. And when I got the BMS, I'm gonna show you guys. It's gonna be 24-volt. I'm gonna use this thing to start a generator that I have in my home country. So I'm gonna do a 24-volt battery. Okay. So now you take this thing off like this. Remember when I first doing this, I did a bunch of different ways. Now I'm a master in this. I think it's so easy to cut. That's a good thing when you have the proper tools. If you don't have the proper tools, you're gonna have issues. Yeah. And then this goes in here. Okay. Like I said to you guys, yeah, this part is good. You just put it in there. Done. This is my 24-volt. Now I can put the screw back in it. But I don't need to do that yet. I have to do the positive, the negative. This is the positive side. This is, oh, that way. The positive always will be on your right. The positive always be on the right side. This is the positive. This is negative. Now you got 12-volt batteries. It's right there. If you have BMS, there's a tab in there for the BMS. Let me show you the tab. So you got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Wait a minute. Okay, this is 1. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7S. 7S, you only got eight wires. The positive, the last positive goes here. Okay. So my 12-volt battery, which is this thing. Okay. Why is not getting in there? Something's tapping it. Is it the right size? This is the right size, yeah. Something's wrong. It's supposed to slide in. There we go. That's it. This is my 12 volt. This is my 12. This is my 24. And I'm gonna pick my 36 volt. I'm gonna glue them here. Oh, the wrong side. There we go. See, I told you guys this is this side. That goes right here. I'm gonna show you guys how quick this thing can tell 48 volt. Okay. I'm gonna show you guys how quick I can test it. Now it would be nice if I had the spot welder. We can actually go through this. I do have one. It's not here, so you're gonna see this thing gonna say 0 because it's 0. When I bring it there, 39. This not touch each other. Watch. Now this is this thing. It's a nickel strip that I used in the past. I'm gonna use it again. This can produce 10 amp, I believe it can. Yeah, this machine, this pack, I will never take 10 amps out of it because I'm gonna have a lot of them. So I can use this one here. This is what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna do it one here. I got 4 of them. So I think it'll be like that. Like this. And like that. If this thing touch each other, watch. I should get 40, 50 something volt in here. Yep, 53 volt. 53 volt. That's what it is. So, alright folks, I'll show you how to get 12, and I'll make sure you do the battery. I can put it, there's a negative side, I can do it right here. See one spark. I'm still, oh, wrong side. Okay. It's only one side you got some so positive and negative on the battery. No matter which, if it's 12 volt, like I said to you guys, if it's 12 volt or 24 volt or 18 volt, it's only one side. Okay, I put this one here, this one here. I have 26 volt. 26 volt, 0.4. When it's fully charged, this is charged at 2.2. It's charged at 3 point, I think 3.2. So if you can charge it all the way to 3.7, okay, 3.65. So me, I charging mine at 3.6, 3.6 all the way to, and that's it. This battery, all this battery need a BMS, and I'm good to go. This is 24-volt battery, not bad, huh? 24-volt battery, and you put some. I got some wires to put on them. Okay, I have some wires. This is the negative side. This will be the positive side. And then you got some, what you call this thing here? That's about it. Alright folks, if you enjoyed this video, this is a quick video. I wanted to show you guys how to cut the battery. Okay, how to cut the battery. So how you can take 2-pack, which is for 36 volt, and you take 148. You take one piece of this one. It'll be fine. I'll show you my previous video. Now I'm gonna have a video for the 24 volt for you guys. I got a small inverter, which is about 500 watts. I never tested before. I'm gonna test it on this one. Okay, and I'm doing this for this battery gonna go to a generator that I have. It will take 24 volt. So I don't have a BMS for it here. You can put just 100 amp, 24 volt, 100 amp. I'm gonna have this to start the generator. Okay, thank you folks. Enjoy the video. Please subscribe, like, and share. And please, if you put some comment, I'll be happy to answer every single comment. Right now, I have the time. I can answer your comment. Now, if I'm gonna put this on the backs, on the black backs, I would screw it. I would use the screws and put them back together. Okay, I can put those screws. I think this one will take 6 of them. You screw them. You should put one here, one there, one there. You know, you should be fine. I may do that, and I have this pack here. I have to do the positive and the negative for the battery, and you don't have to open it with the BMS on it. I'll show you guys that in my next video. Thank you, folks.